Right, beautiful people of the world, welcome back to another Inside the Process podcast, episode number 17. We have got a very exciting episode today. Obviously, we're going to dive into where we're both at, which is going to sort of delve into today's topic, which is going to be the importance of nailing your gaining phases, that transition into a diet period, why that is so important, and just go over all of that stuff. And we've also got a good Q&A that we're going to start off with the sort of first half of this episode. But Mr. Lasagna, how are you today? How's your session today as well?
Mate, I'm great. The session itself was really, really good as well. I spoke a little bit on my Instagram post last week about like shortening down my session times just so I'm in the gym for less time. Realistically, like it's a little 1%, but fine tuning things as always. Because being in that environment in itself is like mentally taxing. And I was kind of just trying not to speak to people as much today. Because I just didn't want to speak to people, to be honest. I was going hypo at work this morning as well. It's fucking crazy. I was sitting at the desk like with my eyes closed. I was just like, if I can sit here for 5 minutes, my eyes closed, I'll be happy.
Must
Um,
be getting lean, mate. Must be getting lean.
yeah, it must be getting fucking dug out hammies. Um,
How long
but
is
yeah,
your sessions usually? Sorry.
it depends what I'm training. Like I can get that done an hour and a half.
Yeah, I like a little
Push,
90-minute session.
yeah, push an hour and a half. Pull could be an hour and 15, whereas legs are 2 hours plus.
Yeah, yeah. I try
Yeah,
and keep mine even now. Like mate, I try and keep mine like max 2 hours. What I've actually just started doing as well, like, I still prep my post-workout meal and bring it with me to the gym, but I've tried to get in the gym a little bit earlier and so I can drive home and eat it, and it just gives me that little, like, 20 minutes post-workout to just chill out. You'll get into that sort of parasympathetic state, and I feel like towards my digestion, like, it's just so much better. 'Cause see, like, immediately post-workout, especially legs, mate, like, I'm literally eating my post-workout and I can feel my fucking heart still just
yeah.
beating at my chest, you know what I'm saying? And that's obviously gonna affect
Yeah,
how you digest the food.
yeah. Uh-huh.
That's
That
what I
is a
found.
drawback to that. That is a drawback to that, realistically. But no matter how good you are at switching off, you're still going to be in some form of fucking amped up state in like fucking 10, 15 minutes post workout. But yeah, today's session was mint. We cut down the time by like a fucking significant amount, which was the goal heading into this session. And yeah, everything fucking progressed the way it should. So yeah, life
I
is
get it.
good. Life is good. How
Mate,
was your
looking,
session?
my session was really good. Sorry. We'll dive into your prep in a little bit, but yeah, my session. So the last like few weeks, I've been dealing with some knee issues, some
Yeah,
patella
yeah.
tendonitis issues. But today was really good. I've actually been rehabbing it every single day, and the feedback's been really good. Like sort of just adding in a little bit more weight to the pendulum, especially. But again, like actually going through that squat pattern is actually what strengthens that tendon over time. And honestly, I'm actually really surprised of how fast it's got better over these
Yeah,
next 2 to 3 weeks. And that's just me being smart because like as
yeah,
soon as it happened, I learned from my mistakes. I pulled back straight away and like yes, injuries and niggles suck as you know, mainly you've been through it yourself, and it can play with your head. But again, like, I sort of learned from my mistakes in the past. Like why it was so bad in the past was because I kept fucking training through it. I literally just made it worse. So like I immediately just pulled everything back last sort of two quad sessions, and just simply just focused on getting that knee better. And like 2 weeks later, I'm literally able to get some like very high quality work in with
yeah.
zero pain at all. It feels like literally brand new today. I'll sort of see how it feels tomorrow when I have put more load through, etc. And if that I'm gonna assume and you know guess that it is going to give me good feedback because it feels sound and quads feel absolutely blown after the session. So there's good feedback there. But again, it's sort of just been a little bit smart in that regard. But for yourself, mate, prep's really fucking moving. Like even like from
Yeah, mate.
last time we recorded, like a good chunk leaner. You can see it in your face, mate. Your face is coming in nicely.
Mate, it's like that's what I like about it. Like I've got like fucking lines
Yeah.
on my face. I've
Mate,
got like jaw striations, but my camera's
mate,
so fucked so you can't even see it.
I missed that. My face is the first thing that gets fat, mate. It's a
Mate,
ball
I'm the
right
same
now.
as well. Like
Yeah,
better hold the fat in your face and your glutes in
that's true, mate.
it.
My midsection, my face, and my glutes everywhere is just peeled, mate. I've still got quad striations, but that's just where all my fat goes, mate.
Yeah,
It's like it's just as what it is. As what it is. The
yeah,
fat distribution, like again, like that's so sort of that's something I go over with clients as well, especially when they are getting deeper into gaining phase, etc., and they sort of not struggling with the look, but like educating on them, like like, this is where you hold your body fat, because
yeah,
like especially see when you get into that phase, especially when you get to deep in prep as well, like, you might notice this as well, like you're so fixated on your fattest body part,
yeah. Uh-huh, uh-huh.
and it's
I think
just
I'm. Oh,
educating.
you know.
Sorry, oh, you
I
go on
think
you.
I think I'm kind of lucky in a way that like I've not got like a body part where I'm like, fuck, that's fat.
Yeah.
Like everything's kind of just like even, and I guess that's my kind of genetic strong point. And obviously the fact that like my glutes, well, most typically for people will be like the fattest, but they're just a genetic strong point for me. The same with hamstrings as well. So yeah, that's my little genetic win, along with the fact that I can just get peeled off the back of doing fuck all.
Yeah, I mean that's also a good transition into the topic of today's podcast, and like
Yeah,
that's sort of why I sort of brought up the idea of this because of I've seen how
yeah.
successful this transition into your prep has been. But starting off with the Q&A questions, do you want me to go first since I've got them up here?
Yeah, you can whip up a question first.
Favorite part of BB?
Favorite part of bodybuilding? Honestly, like the structure in your day to day life. Like
Okay,
it, it's
I've
just
got a slightly different
it's
answer,
just
but
the routine.
yeah,
Just like, this is going to sound so like fucking mongoed, but my favorite part of being a bodybuilder is being a bodybuilder. Living the bodybuilding lifestyle, living like a bodybuilder. Again, that's so like I don't really think that answers the question, to be
no,
honest.
like
But
it's understandable. But
the
for
routine,
me, like, I would say that that's the most beneficial part that bodybuilding has, like, established in my life, I would say, but my favorite thing would be the training.
yeah, fuck
Like,
yeah,
it
you
has to be,
can't
mate.
be getting
It
under,
has to be.
yeah,
It has to
yeah. The training or the off plan meals. One
Nah,
of the two.
the fun macro, the fun macro.
The food. Nah,
That's
but
the
I
wrong
really
podcast, mate,
like
wrong podcast.
I really like I actually had something to fuck. I like the fact that you've got something to work towards. Like we said
Yeah,
it like ages ago, but
that
it's like
purpose, that
yeah,
purpose.
it gives you drive. It's something to wake up for. Like I wake
Mate,
up and I'm fire. I'm ready to go. Like 'cause I've got something to do. I've got to do walk. I've got to do cardio. Like I've got something to do. And it's like I compared it to FIFA, like podcasts ago, where there's always something to do to just
yeah,
grind away and
yeah.
get like the best team. But in this case, it's the best physique.
Mate,
So
genuinely, like, now that that you just sort of brought that up, like, one of my sort of, like, not my worst fears, but, like, something that I would just, like, hate to not have is, like,
yeah,
a purpose. Like, see if you just, like,
yeah,
you're just going about your life and you have, like, no purpose, you have no drive, no passion, like, that genuinely
yeah.
scares me, you know? Like, and that's why I'm so
I'd be
grateful
so
for bodybuilding.
lost.
Mate, because like, you actually don't realize how much people, like, that's, like, normal.
Yeah, they
But,
live
like,
like that.
people
Yeah,
don't have that, you know, like, when they
like
grow up, you
they
know,
just go out
they
at
leave
the
high
weekend
school.
and
Yeah,
they
mate,
leave
like,
high school, they go to college, do a sports coaching that they don't like, and go out and get on it every weekend, and that's
mate,
the
like,
life.
I
That's
like,
fucked, innit?
I just couldn't live like that, mate. I just
I
couldn't live
couldn't
like that.
imagine anything fucking worse, mate.
I know. It's really scary, and like how like that's normal, you know. Like people will
Yeah,
literally go out the weekends to forget their daily life because they don't have that purpose, they don't have that excitement. You know, like it's actually so fried when you just take a step back and
yeah,
look at it, isn't it? But yeah, that would be our favorite part of bodybuilding. Have you got your questions up?
yeah, I'll pull a question up there now. It was, I know it off by heart anyway, so, from Mr. Shea McCall, I'm gonna bring it up actually just to get
What a
it.
guy! What a guy!
Yeah, what an absolute G. I believe it's like your favourite movement for legs push and pull. That's a good question. It's a really good question. You wanna go legs for legs and then push and pull for pull?
Yeah, so start off with legs.
Yeah, yeah, legs, on you go.
I would say a good fucking leg press, mate.
Yeah.
Not the Cybex one we have, like, that's generally probably one of the worst leg press I've used, but see back in the day, mate, see
Mate, it's
the
so good,
sets
man.
that nah, I hate them, mate. You've not used a good leg press. You've not used a good few leg presses. Like, see ones where you just get
You like the
stupid
hammer
depth.
strength one?
Like, yeah, mate, like, mate, this if anyone has used a hammer strength leg press, like, I was gonna say scroll down my Instagram, but it's literally like, at the start of my Instagram account. But like,
Yeah.
mate, some of the sets, like, me and Josh even laugh about it now. Like the last like 3 reps, mate, like the sticking point would generally like 5 seconds each rep. Like it
Yeah.
was, I would literally have like such butterflies and be so scared
Yeah,
every
mate.
single time going in that set. But yeah, a good leg press set, mate. I don't think you can beat that.
I don't think you can beat a good hack though as well. Like the OG days of the Cybex hack, mate, we would all
Yeah,
be
mate.
like
I do
screaming
miss
our
that, mate.
face
I
off.
do miss that.
Yeah.
I'm really enjoying the pendulum, but like for me, the pendulum just suits me better when it comes to
Yeah.
like my knee and stuff as well. But I do love. I mean,
Mhm.
that's what my quads are built off, mate. That's what my quads are built off is the side base hack and the hammer strength leg press.
Yeah. That is fucking goated. The final take, I'm gonna go with the Cybex hack. Just
I'm
it's
gonna
got
go.
so much novelty, mate. It's got so
Yeah,
much
mate.
novelty.
I just when I think about side by sack, I just think about just good fucking memories, mate.
Yeah, when I think about
Memories.
the side by side, like genuinely, that's enough to fuck up my digestion. It gets me that stressed.
Literally, mate. What do you want to do? Push or pull next?
We'll go push. We'll go push.
Push. Are we doing machines or like
Just
movement?
anything, anything like a
Okay.
machine.
Um, I love a pec deck, mate. I didn't have it in my program, but
Yeah.
like see the connection I get with a pec deck. Oh, it's
hmm
fucking beautiful.
I do like a pet deck as well, but I think you can't beat like a good fucking shoulder press. The Nautilus
Really,
explode pin
I
loaded.
would
Like I really like a fucking shoulder press.
that
I
would
mean,
actually
it
probably
would
like
be rude
down
for
the
me
bottom
to
for me.
say a chest press. It'd be rude for
Yeah,
me to say a
yeah.
chest press.
But like it just goes to show me like the movements that I enjoy is my stronger body parts. The movement you enjoyed your stronger body parts. The movement
Yeah,
I don't
yeah, yeah,
enjoy is my weaker body parts. You know, it's like it literally has a
yeah.
correlation.
No, don't get me wrong. I do. Nah, see, to be honest, I don't really enjoy pressing. I don't.
I do enjoy pressing. I do enjoy it.
I don't. But like the mentality I go in with pressing, I'm like, you've got an incomplete physique. Fucking sort
Yeah,
that out. Like
that fucking
fucking
mate.
sort your chest out.
I, this is something I wanted to mention here on here as well. Is like your set yesterday on the hat squat set.
Oh
First of all,
yeah.
beautiful set, beautiful set.
Yeah.
Beautiful last rep as well. But something I said to you after I talked about it is like everything's just fuel, mate. You know, like
Yeah.
everything's fuel. Like, see, and I actually got a question here, which is something I was going to dive into it. The question was, do you ever feel unmotivated? And
Yeah.
to put it bluntly,
All the time. All the time.
like literally, like, but for me, like I really don't like motivation, like almost just like doesn't exist in my life, if that makes
Yeah,
sense.
I was literally
Do you
just
know what I
about to
mean?
say that, to be honest.
Yeah,
I actually
like
was thinking that there.
it's hard to put it in words. Like, see when you are doing it consistently for a long period of time, like you just learn, and this is something that I think I brought up in the pod before. You just learn to live in that midline.
Yeah.
When motivation's high, you're like, okay, that's
Yeah, ride it
cool.
a
Like,
little bit.
but then see when it's low, like it literally, like, it doesn't affect any of my decisions in the day. It doesn't affect
Yeah.
when I do it. Like, I just have non-negotiables, a routine. I stick to it, and as hardcore as it may sound, like
Yeah.
my feelings don't matter. Like, I've got goals to do. If I don't feel like going and training, like it does not affect anything. I'll still. It's not even just going to the gym. It's actually still applying yourself in the gym.
Yeah.
That's the difference, you
Uh-huh.
know.
Aye. No, I honestly agree with that. Sometimes, like, I'll wake up and I'll be like, I don't want to train, man. Like, I don't want to train. And again, I hate to say it, but those are the fucking sessions that matter. Those are the sessions that prove the fucking point, prove what your goals actually mean to you. And if you're able to go and fucking get the shit done to a high fucking standard when you're maybe not even when you don't actually want to, that can be often be the telling of a decent athlete and a shit athlete.
Mate, see the tough sessions in prep, like, as
Yeah,
much as I felt shit, like, they were my most enjoyable sessions because I knew, like, these are the ones that are gonna, that people aren't doing. That this is my
yeah,
opportunity to take a step forward when people may take a step back. And you
yeah.
know, when you step on stage, like these are the sessions that count the most. Like, anyone can train when
Mhm,
they feel good. Anyone can train when
mhm.
everything's going well in their life. But
Yeah,
see when life. Something I was saying in that check this morning. Actually, I was talking about, which was I feel like is very beneficial for people as well. Like, all physique development is, and life for that matter is, when you get knocked down, you get back up, and you taking steps forward. You're gonna get knocked down
yeah,
multiple times, but see, as long as you keep showing up, keep applying yourself, and just get back up. Like, for example, when an illness happens, when an injury happens, as long as you get back up, continue walking down that path, like the results will be inevitable. Eventually,
yeah,
no matter how many times you get knocked down, you will get to the end of that path.
yeah. No, 100%, mate, 100%. Just persistence, persistence, persistence. Even if it feels like life's up against you, um, like I spoke about it a lot. I'm not going to dive into too much detail, but like everyone goes through their shit and stuff like that. I had like a pretty rough time, just at like the start of my pre prep, just with life in general, and I just cracked on. Like I just cracked on,
Again,
um,
like the
and
motivation thing, like
I was literally doom and I was a little bit doom and glooming down in the dumps a little bit, but at the end of the day, like these little shit patches, the end.
yeah.
Everyone comes at the end of them realistically, so that's what's kind of helped me keep my head screwed on, to be honest.
See as well, mate, when like life is happening, like
Yeah.
I feel like even though you may not, maybe you might not want to have, you don't have that sort of fire to go in every single session, but
Yeah.
see when you come out that session, you feel so much better.
Yeah, 100%, 100%, and that's just what it feels like to fucking get in and get after your goals. Realistically, I think
Yeah.
it's no matter how
Like,
you're feeling, just fucking get in and get after it.
no, like, again, going kind of reversing back a little bit, everything's fuel. Like, knowing that you're putting that sort of negative fuel towards something positive. You know, like that's what bodybuilding is, that's what training is, that's why I love it so much, because no matter what's going on, like everything's fuel. When shit's happening, it's fuel. When
Yeah,
life's good, it's fuel. You know what I'm saying? Just use everything as fuel.
yeah, hundred
But
percent.
I'm pretty that answered the question I had. So have you got another
Yeah,
question?
I had another one. I can't remember who it's from actually, and my Instagram is not loading, so that's fucking peak. It was like I think it was like gym pet peeves, gym X or something along the lines of that. Do you
I
want me to
would
start off? Because I've got a few
yeah,
fucking
you start off, mate. You start off.
people sitting on their phone in between sets just because you don't give a fuck about your time management doesn't mean other people have to suffer.
That literally happened to me today, mate. Oh my days. That
Yeah,
literally happened
like
to me today.
I will put my bag right beside you, and I will fucking sit on the machine right beside you until you move your ass. Stop
Yeah.
sitting on your phone between sets. To expect that you can get the most out of a set after fucking scrolling for
Yep.
the previous 3 minutes is almost like expecting to get good. I was going to make a beyond the process analogy there. It's expecting
I
it.
could feel that coming. I could feel that
Yeah,
coming.
yeah. It's fucking silly. There we go. I'll just we'll
Yeah,
end it at that. It's fucking
it's
silly.
silly.
And
Yeah.
like and people can go, well, like, oh well, again they'll throw out about like the entitlement word, like, oh, just because they're not, as serious, quote unquote, about their training doesn't mean that, they shouldn't be able to go on the phone between sets and stuff like that. But it's jeopardizing other members, to be honest. So that's one for me. I don't like the current situation with like the people taking fucking forever in the posing room as well. That's a bit of a problem, I think. But it's never actually affected me directly, and until it does, I'm not going to say anything because it's not my fucking issue. Until it is, basically. I've got a lot of gym X, man, but they're not at the top of my head.
I've got one, and it's a
Yeah.
simple, just people not applying themselves, mate. People half-assing in the gym.
Yeah, oh, pulling like mad faces at like 5 RIR and shouting,
I
mate,
was gonna say that. Just
shouting does not
shout.
mean you
No,
train
no.
hard.
Okay, there's a couple people that I'm not
Yeah,
gonna name, but there's a couple fucking
yeah,
countless
yeah, yeah.
JPs that literally, like, you would think that they're just like a baby's popping out of them, mate. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like they're actually giving
Mate,
birth.
as if they're giving birth to like a
And
fucking 20 kilo plate.
like, fair enough, right? Last rep on a leg press, I've been loud, right? But it's
Mhm.
literally like on their first rep on a fucking lateral raise.
Yeah.
Like
Uh-huh. No,
it's
100%,
crazy,
mate.
mate.
Like,
It's crazy.
just because you see other people that train hard
Yeah, I
make
was gonna
noise
say that.
doesn't
I
mean
was
that
gonna say that.
making noise makes you train hard. Making noise is a byproduct of training hard, not fucking like the other way around, if you get me. But yeah,
Like,
that's
see when we make noise in the last rep, like it's not like we're thinking about making noise. Like it just
yeah, it's
happens.
kind of
Do you know?
involuntary. Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
sometimes I might give it like a fucking yas or whatever, like
yeah, yeah.
when I'm just unracking the leg press, and like another gimmick actually is the fact that people will look at you weird for doing that, but they wouldn't look at people weird for sitting on the phone between sets and also drinking intra monsters.
Oh mate,
Like, hold on
mate,
a minute,
I see,
I'm just going to
I,
eat my premium mid session.
I see that literally like every day. I'm in the gym
Yeah,
every
mate,
day,
every day without
every day.
mate.
It's
Instead
crazy.
when I go in and train late. Well, if I'm going to train later, mate, I swear to God, people cracking open monsters at 7 p.m.
It's
Mate, I
because like
won't have
the
a
ghost
monster past
cans.
12 in
I
the
know,
day.
but it's because people are so like just out of routine, mate. Like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
They
it's
just
so fun. I know because they probably won't even go to sleep within the next 8 hours anyway, so
yeah,
they're fucking fine. But
it's
yeah, no,
fucking
that's
crazy.
we could speak forever about Gym-X, but that's a Gym-X. You got any more
Yeah,
questions?
but well, I got three more, but I'll do two of them.
Yeah, good.
Biggest lesson you've learned throughout your journey. That's a big one there. Um, we did do like almost like a full episode on this, didn't we?
Yeah, about the
Biggest
mistakes that
like,
we've made.
what's the biggest lesson I've learned? It would sort of just be like, just how important your training is. I know that's such a simple
Yeah,
answer, but like because when I
people
started,
don't
like
realize that.
yeah, because when I started with George, like, I thought like I was really training intense, but you honestly do not know how much more that there is to learn to improve. And again, like I'm still constantly improving and refining. Like there's always there's always improvements to make within your training. Um, but again, like, see when you don't train to a high standard and you're eating a surplus, like, you're literally just going to get fat, and that's
Yeah,
something that
you're not feeling jack shit.
exactly.
You're
So that'd
feeling
be sort of
adipose.
yeah, that'd be my answer. Sort of just like just the importance of training and literally
Yeah,
that
I
as
think I'm
everything.
similar. Yeah, I think I'm
Yep,
similar. This isn't my biggest thing, but there's always a bigger fish in the pond. There's always a bigger fish in the pond that you're in, realistically. So work fucking harder. You can always refine everything, and you
and
can. The
actually,
only thing you can control realistically is your effort. Just make sure no one's working harder than you. Like it's so cringe, but like it's so true.
yeah, that's not really a biggest lesson, but something I've realized as well is like, see, even if you have poor genetics, like, see if you just see if you actually apply yourself. But a lot of people would just
Yeah,
say they have bad genetics, but like, are they actually applying themselves? No, like,
yeah. I mean, you don't know unless you fucking give it everything.
yeah, like the thing I would say here is just like, see if you truly apply yourself, like, you'll be shocked by how much better you can look, how much more progress you can make.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I would say there. But have you got any more questions?
Yeah, I had one from Mr. Jack Kinsey Clough. It's a fucking really good one, and I think it
Oh,
might take a little
well,
while.
okay. Actually, I really enjoyed that episode
Yeah,
last
that
week.
podcast
Really, really
episode was
enjoyed
really
that.
fucking cool. Did you see his
Really
story
enjoyed
the
that.
other day? He had like some what's it fucking thing.
Oh,
Was it
the like
what?
mac and cheese or
Mate,
something?
I so swiped up to that man. I was like, what? I was like, mate, this is. I was like, this is so beyond the process.
Yeah.
And he was like, it's beyond processed. I was like, you funny cunt. You funny cunt. The question is, combine both of your best body parts to make the best bodybuilder. That's a good one.
Oh, that's a really good one.
That's a really good one.
Do you want to start from the ground up?
Yeah, from the ground up. Who's taking calves?
I, I mean, I don't really know what your calves look like, to be honest with you.
Yeah, because I don't fucking like
I think both our
you.
calves are just mediocre.
Yeah, yeah. So I'll take the left calf. You can take the right.
Wait,
My
this actually
knees.
gonna be wait, yeah, your knees. This is going to be a really good one because both our legs are sort of like the stronger.
Yeah,
Um, so your glutes, I would say, 100% your glutes.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I'll take the glutes.
Quads, what are we saying? What's your thoughts there?
Past
Both our
you.
quads are stronger.
Yeah,
I would say
yeah.
like peak
When,
Bidon's quads, I would
yeah, yeah.
probably say.
Your quads are you're
But
better
again,
than
mate,
mine.
like this happens for me even right now. Like, see when I'm in my gaining
Uh
phase,
huh.
like see the start of prep, like my quads look like shit. See as they get leaner, like they look
Yeah.
10 times
It's
bigger. If that makes
better that
sense.
though than like coming to life as you fucking
Yeah,
diet.
100%.
And,
I'm
like
saying like that may
it's kind
happen
of
for you though.
surprising.
Like
I
when
mean,
you get leaner.
the both of us are kind of the same as well. Like, well, we don't look amazing in a off season sort of setting, but when we diet, it sort of everything
Yeah,
sort of comes to life. So
may
yeah,
like
we'll give you quads.
cool hamstrings,
Again, that's a fucking good one. You've got that
mate.
fucking silly drop though. I think though from like
Like
I honestly, but
it's
this is my
very
take.
close.
You take it from the side, but I take it from the rear. I think
Your
like just
your thickness from the rear, your
yeah, like
thickness
my
from the rear.
sweep from the rear.
But at the same time, like like it's hard to compare because you've not been like stage conditioned. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah, yeah,
Because
yeah,
like
yeah.
because like see my condition in my hamstrings, like that's one of my strong like
Yeah, that was
points on
fucking
my physique.
disgusting. That's like
So
someone
okay,
called you the boy with the hamstrings. I think it was Sean
yeah
Lopez.
so we'll half it with it your thickness, my condition for hamstrings.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
There you go. And then we've got what after that? What do you want to do after that? Chest back,
Midsection.
midsection, your midsection.
I think your midsection's like so. There's a lot of depth to it though. Like I remember like seeing that and thinking it's just like there's a lot of depth to it. But I think the way that mine's like inserts and it just
Mate, even
it's
right
just
now when you're like just starting prep, like how
yeah,
like predominant it is, it's coming through really. So
yeah,
I would give you the midsection.
yeah, yeah.
Chest.
You just
To be fair, I think I'll take chest back and then you'll take arms and delts.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Aye,
And
yeah.
that's us, mate. Mate,
Yeah, because your back double is like fucking silly. Just the
thank you,
thickness
mate.
on that.
Like it's
I'm
just like
pouring it.
like obviously like it's a lot genetically, but see like what you'll notice with some backs is like see that sort of like first half from the hip, so that sort of erectors, like there's
Yeah,
like
dude, there's
nothing
none.
there. But see
Yeah,
mine, like I've just got like
the
fucking it's just
thickness just starts
like
from the bottom. Yeah,
it literally starts like right above my glutes, if that makes sense.
yeah, yeah.
So yeah, that's
So
a genetically
you take
based
back, chest, and I'll take arms and delts.
delts and arms.
And my arms aren't the best, but
You know
the
what?
shape of them is pretty decent. Like
Yeah. Do you think ChatGPT will able to cook a little thumbnail off of that? Or is that
Oh,
is
for
that too
fu
much to ask? Is that too much to ask?
oh, for fuck's sake, ChatGPT, make these 2 have a baby.
Right, last question, and then we'll dive into the actual topic of this. Top 5 supplements.
Top 5 supplements, fuck. It's person dependent, obviously, like,
We'll do we'll
let's
do
just go,
one each.
like
We'll do one each. Like
right,
we should go
I'm
back and
just gonna go straight with, an essential, like, fatty acid, like omega 369.
omega 3. Yep. I would say creatine.
Yeah, I'm gonna go not vitamin C. For me anyway, because I don't get ill ever, like, ever.
So
I
so you're
went through a
saying
period. Yeah,
okay.
I'm not putting vitamin C. I went through a period of not taking any supplements.
I wouldn't put it in my top 5.
Yeah, yeah, I'm just trying to think about the stuff that I take. I want to say a multivitamin, but I know I already tick the boxes of all my fucking micronutrients from my diet anyway.
I feel
And
like
even as the ones that are not, they kind of get swept up by the multivitamins.
yeah,
But I think people often go for like a really well dosed multivitamin. You don't really fucking need that realistically.
I
You literally
wouldn't put
just
a
need something
multivitamin.
just to like sweep, like get all the little sweepings at the end.
Yeah, I feel like
Um,
that's something like extra once you do have,
yeah,
the better supplement. Like for
I'm
example,
gonna
I
go
would
a
say
pump. I'm gonna go a pump pre.
okay, that's a good one.
I
That's a good one.
used it for the first time last week, and I'm saying a pump pre.
Especially in a prep scenario, I like that. I like
Yeah.
that. I
Yeah,
would
just that
say
feeling of being full so you don't feel, like, fucking fragile.
yep. I would say going back to sort of the general health subs, I would say vitamin D3 plus K2, especially
Yeah,
for the peeps who live in the UK. That's what I would say.
yeah, because it's fucking,
So
like, grey outside.
we've got omega, vitamin D3 plus K2, creatine, pump product, and then one more.
You I agree on one more.
I would say
Protein's not a
either
supplement. Protein, we're
nah,
not gonna
I
say
would I
yeah.
would I would say that's yeah. I would say either magnesium. I'm a big fan of magnesium to be
I
honest
used
for
to
sleep.
take that when I was younger because I had really fucking bad problems with my sleep,
Mate,
and
like,
I did feel a difference.
I've got an order coming, like it should I think it's actually just downstairs. But I've not had magnesium for the last 2 to 3 days and I've
Yeah,
noticed a difference between
yeah,
winding down at night the last couple of days. So I would say that for I'm not sure if you take it, but I'm a big fan of glutathione max. But
yeah, I knew
again,
you were
that's
gonna say
sort of
that.
the illness thing there.
Yeah, I mean, I
But
genuinely
I
don't get unwell, it's so fucked.
usually jinxed it, mate. Touch wood.
Alright. I
But
just say I don't
I
get
would
unwell.
yeah, I would say magnesium for sleep.
Yeah.
To ticking all the boxes there.
Yeah. Oh shit. Sorry, I just realised how close that is. Aye, magnesium. Yeah, it does. It sort of covers all bases. I think with just general sort of stuff there.
Do you take
So yeah,
any like
sleep
PM
aids.
subs for your sleep? Yeah.
I'll take night night if I'm working late, and I'll take
I
that
actually
with my
think
last meal.
the most overrated supplement is sleep supplements.
I think
But
the
at the same
placebo of it's
time,
fucking like
yeah,
I start to wind down. I'm like, oh, I take my night night now,
fair
so
enough.
like
Like
finished the shift at 10 o'clock and I've mentally clocked out by 7:30.
the thing is, like my sleep's always. I've never had problems with my sleep. If that makes sense. So like, it might be different for someone who does struggle to,
Yeah.
sleep and whatnot. But yeah, that's all my question. I had one more question, but it was to do with like body parts. We can answer that. Yeah, getting into the topic of today's podcast, 30 minutes in, which is a new PR. Very nice, but
Waffle
yeah,
PR man.
sort of just the importance of nailing your gaining phases and how important that is
Yeah.
for that transition period and how beneficial it is towards how productive your diet phases will be. So, do you want to talk about Lewis about how obviously just not well? I'm not going to put words in your mouth, but sort of how easy the first few weeks of prep been, how the big shift in visuals, why that's been, etc.
Yeah, as I said on my story today, it's been fucking so unbelievably seamless. But I think that comes with the fact that I was so regimented within gaining. So to the point where that transition from gaining to dieting wasn't like a big routine shift, as in like oh, I'm dieting now, let's fucking lock in. No, you should already have your shit in place from the get go. And that's why I'm sure like when people come to sign up and they're like, oh yeah, I'll start when I diet. No, 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 like literally, like, give me like a fucking at least 4 weeks before that, so you can make sure that everything's in place first. And I think that's what people don't understand. Like the setup before the initial 4 to 8 weeks before a phase can genuinely determine the trajectory of the following phase. But the reason why mine's has been so fucking seamless, as I say, is more so just down to the how regimented I was with gaining. And there was no big routine shift. There was no lifestyle change. Everything was already nailed in the first hand. It's just, you know, it's just doing the same shit with a tiny, tiny, tiny bit less food. And I'm a big advocate of, push food only to your body's fucking needs, right enough, but spend time fucking pushing food up, because at the end of the day, I went up to what, like 4,500 calories in my little mini push up there, and I was just about the same in my long term sort of gaining phase, 51 weeks. Got extremely fucking uncomfortable with food, so I've got experience of just being uncomfortable, and again, like, just learning to sort of become comfortable with the shit, and understanding that this is what's pushing you forwards gave me sort of comfort. But yeah, spend time like fucking pushing up your food, because at the end of the day, like, that's going to give you such a long runway to push from. But also be mindful when it comes to food increases, and that was something that I was speaking to a boy about yesterday. Oh, my hamstring nearly just fucking cramped up. That would have been terrible. Like, every single time you use a food increase or you take away food, like, that's a tool used. So you need to be like fucking, not to say like you need to fucking like overthink it, but you need to, play it fucking smart. Don't just like fucking, oh, my weight's stalled for a week, the look's improving, everything's getting about a fucking 50 carb. Like, 'cause at the end of the day, you could be fucking 8 weeks down the line, and you could be like, oh fuck, I wish I still had that 50 carb to play with. Like, you only have a certain amount of tools. But yeah, being sort of on the ball with when it comes to like adaptations within, gaining, was what had helped me, produce that sort of seamless transition to dieting. And like, as I say, I feel I am just someone kind of genetically, I do feel a lot better when I am dieting. I do feel a lot better at leaner body weights, and I like to say that, like, to for me to take credit for how easily lean I can get would be, I think it would be kind of like robbing my genetics. Like, I am that's a genetic strong point. I mean, although obviously I do nail my shit, like, that is a genetic strong point. And like, I don't want to be like this, but for most people, it's probably, especially most people at like 65 kilo body weight, for them to be eating 3,000 calories a day and getting like the to similar on their condition that I'm in now. I don't think it's really, like, that's not really feasible to assume that that's possible for the large majority of people. But yeah, that's sort of my take on it.
Yeah, I truly think as well that there's a large merit to see when you're able to be as lean as you are right now and eating as
Yeah,
much calories as you are right now. Like, there's so much merit to that, to how
yeah,
you look, how productive your training can be. And that's
hmm,
because, again, you've pushed up food in your gaining phase, you've nailed your shit, you've earned your food.
hmm,
That's what I like to say as well, like
yeah,
earning your food increases. Again, something I need to go over, like, pretty consistently with clients as well, is like, see when they, they get more into the process, they start to sort of learn how things work, etc. They learn how the scale works, etc. They can get very attached to the scale, but
yeah,
especially in the later stage of a gaining phase, like, it's honestly like it's the least important variable. It genuinely is. Like, I know, like, you have timelines in place, you also want to gain this rough way of gain per week per month, but see if your training performance is fucking flying and your body weight stayed the exact same it did last week or even the week before. Like, there's
hmm,
honestly no need to add in more food just for the
yeah,
sake of it. Like, realistically, you want to be eating, you want to be growing from the least possible. You want to be in a slight calorie surplus. You don't want to be gaining a kg a week multiple
hmm,
times, consistently. That's literally just because this is what I like to say as well, is like, see, especially a natural bodybuilder, right? How much muscle can you put on within a 2-month period? Like, okay, let's say maximum, it's gonna be like, I don't even know, like max fucking, let's say you're new to training, like half a kilo, right?
yeah, yeah. I was
Let's
about to
say
say
just,
500 grams.
yeah, half a kilo, right? Okay, and let's say in 2 months you put on 5 kg of body weight. That's 4.5 kg of body fat that
Yeah,
has to come off when you diet next. So
yeah,
again, this is the importance of being a controlled calorie surplus, being intentful with your gaining phases. Because a lot of people, again, a lot of people as well, they get a coach when they diet, and then they might leave their coach during their gaining phase because they think it's not as important. Like, it's actually,
more important,
I
realistically.
would honestly say it's more important, because that's
Yeah,
actually when you're
that
dieting
is the
down, like,
bodybuilding. Like,
exactly. When you're dieting down, you're simply just revealing the work you put in your gaining phases.
yeah,
And if you lacked consistency, effort, all nailing your variables during your gaining phases, you literally could literally look the exact same the next time you diet down, because you've literally not gained any muscle. You've literally just gained. If you're 10 kg up, you could have literally just gained 10 kg of body fat because your training's
yeah,
poor, etc. So that is importance of the gaining phases. Again, that initial buffer period, as you kind of mentioned there, you went over quite a few things there, but that initial buffer period, especially when new clients come on board, pretty much 90% of clients, when especially there will be, especially when they're coming on board, a good few things to improve on within their process.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Those initial 4 to 8 weeks, whatever it may be, I will, label it as a sort of priming phase. So, we're
Yeah.
not like committed to a diet, we're not committed to a gaining phase. We're literally just focused on your process, getting things nailed. Because, especially if clients come to me and they're dieting, quotation marks, they're dieting, but they're not eating a consistent amount of food every single day, every single week. They're just, they're on and off when it comes to adherence to the plan. Like they're eating like 1,500 calories a day. Like you literally can't. We
You
can't
can't diet
continue to
from
diet.
that. Yeah.
Exactly. You're literally just gonna you're actually gonna hit a brick wall, or you're gonna be eating like 500 calories a day. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
that's not feasible, especially when it comes to muscle retention. So again, what I would sort of do in that scenario is I would just get them in a quote unquote priming phase, actually push food up,
Yeah.
getting with that, simply just again improving their training, something we touched on there, the importance of your training. When your training improves, like your body weight could literally stay the exact same, but you could be gaining muscle, even in a deficit realistically if they're newer. But your scale could literally stay the exact same, but you could be getting leaner. Okay.
Yeah.
So again, it just goes to show the importance of your training, the importance of no matter what phase you're in, when you're nailing the process, when you're staying adherent, it's only going to pay dividends to the amount of progress you're going to make now, but also how easy your next phase will be and how easy that diet will be. And especially for those who may struggle to get leaner, it's especially important for them to really make sure that they have built up food. So when they enter the diet, it's not a case of, those first few weeks. It's like, are we actually in a deficit? Why is the scale not moving? Because we need to improve our training, because we're not being consistent in the gaining phase. Again, this is why, like, you know, I'll let you touch up here, but one last thing I want to go over here is, when you're in a gaining phase, okay, let's say that you're eating too high in a surplus. Okay,
Yeah.
you're not following the plan. You're eating off plans on a regular basis. Your surplus is up here. Okay, let's say the maintenance is here. You make a change in that gaining phase. Let's say you pull, I don't know, let's say you pull 100 carb, right? It might put you down to here. So you're actually still in a surplus because you've not been sticking to the plan, because you've
Yeah.
been eating too high in a surplus, because you're actually in a larger surplus than you think, compared to, let's say, you're in a slight maintenance because, slight surplus because that's where we want to be when we're in the beginning phases, or you're even those last few weeks actually, maintaining body weight, you're sort of establishing that baseline, and then you make a change, you're right into deficit, you're right
Yeah.
into fat loss, in those initial first weeks of diet can actually be productive fat loss and not just, what do we need to improve on? And with that, you've literally lost weeks of diet, especially when it comes to a
Yeah.
prep scenario. You only have a limited amount of time that you have for fat loss.
I think there's a lot to be said for, like, say, like, starting diets, like, overly fat as well. Like,
Mm.
people, like, especially for competitive athletes and even for non-competitive athletes as well, like, that fat's gonna need to come off at some point, as you say. Like, I was speaking to one of my mates the other day, and he was saying, like, about dieting and stuff, and he was like, "Oh, I don't know my maintenance calories." I was like, "Mate, just fuck about and find out." Like, like, he'd say he doesn't track his food. I was just like, "Mate, fuck about and find out." I was just like, "Mate, like, start, like, I'll give you a fucking number. Go 3,500 is quite a big boy. 3,500 and just start pulling from there. Just start assessing the look and just start fucking pulling from there, because you literally don't know, unless you find out. But I think another thing there as well, like being, as we kind of touched on before, like being really almost meticulous with your food increases, because realistically, the one of the biggest bottlenecks to a gaining phase is your appetite falling short. And when you don't need to add in food, don't fucking do it. Like, I feel like too many people are, like, as you say, like, married to that timeline of, like, oh fuck, we've not gained 0.25 of a kilo this week. Here's another 50 carb. Or if scale weight starts to trend backwards, they go, oh, for fuck's sake, shit hits the fan, 75 carb, 100 carb, just throwing an extra off plan meal in at the week's like, mate, just chill the fuck out, detach from the scale weight, assess the look. And I literally said it before, and I actually laughed at myself saying it. That's how fucking sad I am. You stand on stage with a physique, not a check-in data sheet.
100%, mate. 100%. And I think to conclude what you just said there is like not making emotional decisions. And
Yeah,
that is again the importance of
uh,
a coach,
yeah, I
because
was just about to say that's just coaching in a
yeah,
nutshell, mate.
it's not just coaching. That's why coaching is so good. And that's why people struggle with self coaching, especially in a prep scenario, because they make
Yeah,
emotional decisions, because they want to get a little bit leaner and they
yeah,
don't actually make the right decisions, which leads to, the look getting worse and overall just not landing the best
Mhm.
possible package on stage.
Your word has to mean something to you. You can't like fucking say shit, say you're gonna do shit and then don't. Because the minute you start lying to yourself, you're literally fucked. It's like trying to claw it back from 5-0 at half time at that point. Like it's actually
Yeah,
so far fucking gone. Because at the end of the day, you wouldn't say to your boss at work, "Oh, I'm going to go do this," and then not do it because you don't want to disrespect your boss. You don't want to disrespect who you're working for. You wouldn't say like to your mom or whatever, "Oh, I'm going to go like fucking, I'm going to go to the shop and pick you up pasta," and then not do it because you wouldn't disrespect your mum. But why the fuck would you do it to yourself? Like, you see it so often, like, "Oh, I'll do this at this time. I'll fix this," and it just doesn't fucking happen. Have a bit of Have a bit of fucking respect for yourself, man. Make sure your words got fucking oomph and do what you say you're gonna do, man. Like just for your own good, like your quality of life and just holding yourself to that higher standard. Your quality of life will just fucking skyrocket with just having that level of respect for yourself. I think, man.
yeah, and like it goes down to two things: the standards you hold yourself to, as you mentioned, like holding yourself to high standards, that self accountability. But as well, that's something I kind of touched on in a YouTube video as well. Is when I get once again the many benefits of getting a coach, that accountability factor. You have someone to check in on a weekly basis, see if you've missed a beat. Like your coach should be on your arse about it, and you know if and
Yeah.
again, it's sort of you have someone to check in with, etc., to have these goals, to hold you accountable.
Hmm.
But at the end of the day, like what's more important is that self accountability. Again, if you say you're
Yeah.
gonna do something, simply just do it. And like
Yeah.
do like anyone who does that, like you don't want to be around those people, you know,
Yeah.
like
When you hear it, you're just like, oh mate,
yeah,
fucking shut
a
up.
100%, 100%, mate, 100%.
Yeah,
And
I'm gonna
it
get this sorted or that sorted. It's like, mate, no, you're not.
yep. And like
You're
their
not.
word holds no merit. Like see if they say they're gonna do something, you're like, oh, all right, yeah, sound
Oh,
mate.
you
You know what I'm
go try
saying?
this restaurant? Nah, mate. No, I don't
100%.
trust anything you say.
100%. But
Yeah,
yeah,
like,
that was good. But I think rounding it off actually with something we also chatted about was possibly next week's episode as well.
yeah,
Possibly doing
yeah,
a
yeah.
little new
That's what.
segment for the podcast, which I'm actually really excited
Uh
about. I think it will be really good.
yeah, yeah.
How would you sort of word it, like a physique
I
breakdown sort of thing?
like the my actual wording of it on like my Google Sheets is physique needs analysis.
Yeah, yeah. So pretty much what we want you to do, the viewers, is it's sort of like is send physique shots over, so you can do it either mine or Lewis Instagram, preferably sort of the Inside the Process Instagram, so it is there. So if you want to send us a message on the Inside the Process podcast, and you can send us physique shots of yourself. You can also send over, and it would be preferable for that as well, as you just send as much information
I
over
was
as
just about to say
possible.
some context as well.
Yeah, like your goals,
Yeah,
stuff like this, your goals, even honestly some like training clips as well, because again, that's so important. If you want to just send like a training clip or two, we can sort of see how you train. But sort of we'll break down your physique. We'll sort of go over. Again, you can let us know sort of what you want. Like, again, if you don't want this, you want us to just sort of rate your physique in a sense, you can do that as well. Especially like
yeah,
even if, especially for the ones who don't have a coach or they're sort of they have a lot of questions in regards to their own process. This gives you the opportunity for us to, sort of push you in the right direction, if that makes sense. Sort of
yeah,
like how we would go about, programming your program, your volume, your split allocation, etc. The main things that we think that you should focus on when you give us the context, etc. So I think it'll be very beneficial. And again, if there's a good few people sending in a lot, we'll make it a whole episode, or we'll just make it a single sort of segment for next
yeah,
week's episode, and we'll sort of do that on a monthly basis. So again, sort of rate your physiques, or if you need any help, any questions regarding your own process, send in physique shots. We'll give you a sort of physique analysis on that. And again, I think it'll be extremely beneficial, especially for viewers as well. Maybe for the ones who are looking to get into coaching, it'll be extremely
yeah.
beneficial for them.
Uh
Sort of
huh.
like seeing how we go about sort of that
Yeah,
initial
like
coaching.
seeing like what that actual what like a physique needs analysis. What is actually under that line? It's not just a case of like, oh, I like my biceps, so I'm gonna fucking keep spamming them. Like realistically, like
Yeah,
it's gonna be like a rate your physiques, but you actually get something from it, and you don't just get some fucking cunt saying that you've got a
yeah,
shit chest and not kind of giving you the solution to it. Like
yeah, pretty
like
much.
we will be brutally honest, but at the same time, we're
Yeah,
not going to be like, oh yeah, you're
but
shit, like because that's just
it'll
not
be
productive in
valuable.
any
It'll
way.
be
Yeah,
valuable.
it will be
It will be
valuable.
valuable.
Honest but valuable. We're not going to be like, oh mate, you're shit. Like fucking give up. It's not it's not going
Yeah.
to be like that.
But even
Um,
for those who have a coach and, like, they've
yeah,
got a plan in place, like, still send it over to physique. We'll still do, sort of physique analysis, what we think of your physique, etc. And sort of give you some value there and sort of whatever sort of how we would go about, if we coach you, for example. So yeah, that is a plan of action for next week. If the viewers listen, we'll also put it on our story as well. But
yeah. I'll
send
put like
us,
a little talking story up as well.
yeah, all good. Send us that over on the Inside the Process podcast. And even for mine or Lewis's clients watching this, send them over and then we
Yeah,
can go over that as well. I think that'll be good as well.
that'd be a good one. Yeah.
So hopefully there should be a good few in the DMs for next week and hopefully we can make a full episode of that. But I'm actually really looking forward to it. Again, I think that'll provide a lot of value for you listening and sort of to see how we would go about improving people's process, inside the process. That's what it's all about. So yeah, that's all. Lewis, is there anything else you want to round off this episode with?
Rounded it off perfectly. Rounded it off perfectly. I have got a meal to have today. I've got a little bit of form feedback to get to. I've also got my new telly up on the fucking wall. I
Mega,
ca-
mega.
came into it, mate. My dad put it up for me. Man, what a fucking legend.
Are you
Um,
watching anything at the minute?
I'm not actually really watching anything at the minute. No.
Do you want a recommendation?
Yeah, go on then.
It's a series called Steel, Steal,
Deal.
on
Okay, okay.
Amazon Prime. Really good, mate. I just finished it.
Amazon
So good.
Prime. Yeah. Oh
Highly
yeah,
recommend.
yeah. I think my dad pays for Amazon Prime, so I'll have that. That'll be all good.
Yeah. Highly recommend, mate. Highly recommend. That's the series. What I like doing, I've actually just started doing that as well, is like with my final meal in the final hour before bed, like I'll put something on that's got like it's like a series. It's got nothing to do with YouTube, fucking bodybuilding, social media, etc.
Yeah.
It sort of just helps switch off from the outside world. I feel like that's been very beneficial as well. But actually, last thing I want to round off with, what does your final hours look before bed? How do you switch off?
My final hours, man. My usual switch off sort of routine would just be most of the time it's just getting into bed. Like me and Ellie will just get into bed and we'll just like sit and fucking chat for a little while before bed. Like
Yeah.
I'm usually in bed like an hour to 45 minutes before I actually want to be sleeping for. And I think
Okay.
that's valuable as well. Like if you want to be sleeping by 10, stop jumping into your bed at fucking 10 to 10. You're not going to be sleeping by 10. And even if you are, you're not like fucking properly winded down, like taking
Yeah.
that time. But my final hour, the final few hours, like after my last meal really is when the wind down starts, like properly. Like there's no work getting done after that point. There's nothing really like planning for days. Everything's done at that point. So I just like kind of just chill out. We might watch something, play the Nintendo Switch. We've been playing Split Fiction. Yes, I was gonna
Is
go.
that the two-player one? Like
Yeah,
the
yeah, mate.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
like so good. There's two
I like games like
characters.
that. I like games like that.
Yeah, mate, it's really fucking good. There's two characters, and it's like they're like authors, and they fall into like so like at the start of the game. There's like this big guy, and he owns this corporation thing. There's a big machine in it. Like these, each an individual author goes into like their own individual bubble, and it seeps out their ideas from their brain. But like, so say it's my character. My character's the weirdo, actually, yeah. So Ellie's character was in the bubble, and my character was like, "Oh, I don't want to do this. They're going to steal our ideas." And so the guy was kind of like pushing the throne her. So we've ended up in the same bubble. So we're kind of like in each other's stories, and you kind of go through each other's stories and they're like missions. Like the first one was like I'm sci-fi and like Ellie's fantasy, and we had to stole like a fucking spaceship and we had to drive that through like a mad cosmic world thing. And the second one was like Ellie's like fantasy world, and that was like we're getting chased by these big fucking. You ever played Temple Run on your phone?
Yeah, yeah. I
Mate, it
love
was
that.
like
I used
getting
to love it.
chased off of hundreds of they big fuckers.
Wait, so see that game? Like,
Yeah.
can everyone's like story be different? If that makes sense,
And
or is it
nah,
like,
nah, nah. I think the
oh,
story's
okay,
like
okay,
kind of
okay.
pre-written, but like it's fucking really good.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
it's like only
Have
20
you
odd quid, mate.
fair, yeah, good. Have you played the two-player one? It's like on PlayStation, like the jail one.
Is it
What is it
It
called?
Takes Two?
Yeah,
Oh,
I
I've not played
love that,
that, but
mate.
I've heard a lot about it. The boy
So
in my
good.
work that told me to get Split Fiction told me to get that as well.
I would highly recommend that, mate. Because
Yeah, I'll
the
need
the
to get that
story's like
sorted,
really
man.
good. The story's really good.
Yeah,
It's funny, but
I've got a lot of fucking Nintendo Switch games actually now. I've my dad also put up some shelves as well, man. Shout out my dad, man. He's a fucking legend. And I've got like Pokemon Arceus, Pokemon Brilliant Diamond, Pokemon Violet, and I've got like some of the old games as well. But
mate, I actual decorated my room and like see everything around my setup that you can't see. Like, it
yeah,
actual looks fucking like
it's
mega, and
decked
I'm just
out.
got.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But
Mate, mate's is so cool as well. I've got like a wee small room. Like both of us have got
yeah,
quite
mate,
small
mate,
rooms,
yeah,
and it's
yeah,
like
yeah.
It's my room's like
But
fucking filled.
yeah, the only place my desk can like fit, 'cause it's a pretty big desk, is like
Yeah.
this position, if that makes sense. And
Yeah.
like
Oh,
the
mate,
with all the
I'm the same
you
as
can't see
well,
anything.
man. I've got like an L-shaped desk, and like I'm so gutted though that this is like my background. What
Yeah.
I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take down the thing that's on the back of my door and put something on the top of the door,
Okay.
like
Yeah,
something
like
bodybuilding related or something.
I was considering getting like a black backdrop, but I was like, it's fucking like
Mate,
it's
they're
pretty.
expensive, mate.
Hey, I don't know
Yeah,
why. I
like
don't know why.
80
Like,
quid for a fucking
hey,
pop up black backdrop, mate. And I was like, fuck this, fuck you, Amazon. I'm going to Timu, mate. They're the same.
mm, yeah, it's crazy.
Like,
Actually, one thing I want to say as well with what you said in regards to like when you get in bed, I
yeah,
actually find that so I go into my bed like 30 minutes, 20 minutes before like I actually like try and sleep. And I
yeah,
think
yeah,
that's actually beneficial, like spending as minimal time as possible. Because I only go I only go into my bed to read and then sleep. If that makes sense. But like see when I get in bed, like my body's like, okay, it's time to sleep now. You know, like I've got that kind of
yeah,
programmed in
yeah.
my brain,
Oh,
like you know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah. I
But I
do
think
think that's valuable as well. Yeah,
a habit that I'm like so honed in on is like I my phone never goes in my bed. Like it's never over there. Like it's
yeah,
always at my desk. Like it just stays at my desk. And I think that's like the biggest thing. Like again, that's a really common kind of bad habit you see is like people scrolling in their bed before
yeah.
they go
Like
to bed. Like that's
when
literally the
they,
worst
mate,
thing you could do.
if you get up in the morning, like I actually think, getting up and scrolling is worse than just snoozing your alarm. Like I know you
Yeah,
like
I
snoozing
think
your
it's
alarm
just
is.
as bad. I think it's just
Hey,
as
I mean,
bad.
but like, could you imagine you get up, you snooze your alarm for like 10 minutes, and then you scroll for 15? Mate,
Your day is lost, mate. I don't even care
go back to
what.
sleep. Yeah, there's no pulling that back. We
Yeah,
spoke about 5-0 at halftime. This is 10-0 at halftime and 3 red cards to your best three
honestly,
players as well.
just stay in your bed at that point, mate. You're
Yeah,
too far gone.
just keep
You're too far gone.
scrolling.
Just keep
Just keep fucking scrolling.
Nah, but in all seriousness, no, like, see if you
uh,
know you have like these bad habits in place, like
yeah,
for you to not do them, like it takes, you know, you being conscious and actually being
yeah,
present during your day. Like, see, like, you know, like I get again, like but all happens, like, you know, we might spend a little bit of time on Instagram and we realize, like, fucking hell, mate, I've spent so much time on my phone right now. You know, like it
yeah,
does happen, but
yeah.
like,
I like, but it
again,
does happen. We're not fucking perfect. No one's perfect.
yeah, of course. But again, like there's things that you do. Like for example, I've got a time limiter on Instagram, so I can only spend a amount of time on Instagram. So like I almost like I'm pretty conscious of that, and it'll pop up as a reminder if I'm approaching the time limit, etc. But again, it comes into habits. When I eat a meal, I'll leave my water, my phone downstairs in the kitchen. When for me to go and get my phone again and to continue my work, I need to put my dishes downstairs,
Yeah,
then get my phone, then come back up, and then I'll usually do my steps, etc. Like it's just like a habit forming,
yeah,
and like it's like, for example, like let's say you have a bad habit of not brushing your teeth in the morning, right? Okay, see to improve that habit, what you can do is like the night before, you can put your toothbrush at the sink with the toothpaste on it. So when you go wake up in the morning, like it's there and you see it,
yeah.
and like you're
Uh-huh.
conscious of it. So that's like an example of how I like to kind of say to clients on how to improve their habits, and especially phone habits, is being conscious of it, putting it in places, snoozing your alarm, put it to the other side of the room, put it on
Yeah, so you
fucking
need to get
max
up.
volume, mate, like
Yeah.
initially, right? And see that cortisol spike, you'll
Mate,
fly
it's
out your bed.
fucked. Mate, the cortisol spike I get from my alarm is fucking horrific. Mate, I genuinely feel it. It's as if like, when you're in the car and someone pulls out in front of you and you're like it's like that. Oh mate, we can touch on this and then we'll round that up because it's a little bit beyond the process. I was driving home from the fort today. Any day's a bad day to share the road with me. I feel like I'm a fairly decent human being. Mate, the minute I'm behind a fucking wheel, no. My insurance price is like justified with the way that I fucking drive.
It is.
So like I was driving out the fort and like the way that it works for the people who don't know, is if you're coming out the fort like towards Morrison's, so you've got the lights there, the lights that you can click and then they instantly go red. So I'm going round, I'm in the right lane because I'm going right at like the faraway roundabout. So I'm going round this woman's brake, 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 brake all the way down. There's no one in front of her. She goes from like 30 mile an hour to sub 20. So I've flashed the lights.
Mm.
Full way round the roundabout, brake checks me. I'm like, oh my god, man, oh my god. So I just keep I keep my full beam on, right? I'm like, fuck you, man. And then we're
Uh,
getting on the motorway, mate. I swear to God, like I was just like gonna pull up alongside her and be like, I've just because that's so stupid. Like, I don't brake check anyone. All it takes is for someone to have a dash cam, and they just send it, and then they see you going like that. Ha, 3 points in your license. If I got 3 points, I would have no fucking license. Yeah. So I
I am
got a
literally sorry, Neil.
when I went beside her on the motorway, mate. I swear to God, she's literally sitting on top of the steering wheel like that. I'm just like, if you've got the guts to fucking brake check me, at least look at me and like fucking stick the middle finger up, give it to me. But yeah,
Yeah, pissy.
um,
I'm I'm honestly
that's
like
my daily dose of cortisol. I'm too
I'm
chilled
the
for the rest of the day. I just need to spike it when I'm driving.
I am the exact opposite on the roads. Like, see if someone like literally cuts me off, like I won't be phased. I'll just be like sound, and I
Oh,
literally
I
does
had a
not phase
bad
me
one
at all.
on you go.
And there you
I
go,
had
Edge.
such a bad one. Me and Ellie were going on. We were going to get our shopping on a Monday. I'm going to talk about the guy in the red van. Remember that? Mate, I swear to fuck, the worst fucking driving ever. I was in the right lane, so this is me, right? He's in the left lane. There's like a turn in the road here. I'm going with this. He decides that he wants to turn when I'm there. Oh my god, mate. Oh my god. I literally said out loud. I was just calm. I was like, he's gonna hit us. So I beeped the horn. He didn't even know I was there. So I was like, fuck this. I was maybe going straight on. I was like, I'm following this cunt.
Oh,
So
for
I
God's sake.
followed him round, mate. And I was like, I put the window down. I'm like, I said, mate, you need to look where you're going. And he's like, I genuinely don't. He didn't even know that. I don't think he knew. He didn't knew. He didn't know that he what he'd done. He was in the left lane turning right when I was in the right lane going straight on. I was like, mate, what are you fucking doing?
Like,
I was like,
he
mate.
was
I was
genuinely
like, mate.
just like a horrible driver. Like,
Yeah, yeah. It was. I'm not gonna say that. It
okay.
was like English wasn't his first language,
Yep,
and he
yep,
was like a little bit like, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. I was just like, right, cool. But like, he didn't understand that. I just wanted to make sure that he understood that he was like a bit of a fucking idiot in
yeah,
that
yeah,
point in time. But um, yeah, I was just like, I want because I had to shout across Ellie to do it as well. So I was
yeah,
like, at first I was like, right, I used to hate it when like my mom and dad would shout across people when I was younger. I would just bust out crying. So I was like, I'm going to get out of the car, and I was like, nah, I can't get out of the car because that's like. I'm not going to drag him out of the fucking car. I just want to tell him that he's a fucking idiot in front
yeah.
of
Fair
no.
enough.
But yeah, the opposite ends of the scale when it comes to driving. Like, I mean, the both of us are chill like as fuck when it
Yeah,
comes
yeah.
to just like
Mate, that,
daily.
generally, like that is
Like, I'm
gonna have
just a chill
such a
person.
that's see towards like again the back in your prep like when it comes to like shoulders etc. Like the benefit that has towards your look and
Yeah,
just like
yeah. Like
you
I
can
just don't
like
stress. Like at Christmas time, like I work in retail. At Christmas time, it was like fucking mega, mate. And I remember one afternoon in particular, we had like normally there's one person like labeling these labels, mate. There was like a full fuck. There was like 6 people, mate, and everyone was like canning everyone. It was all 100 mile an hour, and everybody's all pure flat, flat, flat. And I'm just like
we're the
so
exact same in
so
that way, mate.
so like
See if
unbothered. But like it
see,
can the negative to that though is it can come like people can think that you don't care. Like
yep.
I had that when I got sacked at Nando's. And the guy was like, "You seem unbothered." I'm like, what do you want me to do? I'm not
Why
going
be
to
bothered,
beg.
mate? Why
I'm not
be
going to
bothered?
beg for my job. Like,
We're literally the exact same. See if you ask any of my family members, like I've had encounters where like they get annoyed over that because I'm so chill. Like and like I'm known for
yeah,
like just like I'm such a like it
the
is what it
rage
is
bear.
person. Yeah, like I genuinely don't mean it because I'm
Yeah,
like see if I can choose to not be bothered over this. Why would I choose to be bothered?
yeah,
That's sort of a mindset. And generally, again, a common trait you see with like the best bodybuilders is that
yeah.
trait of just
Yeah, just like
chilling
it
the
is what
fuck
it
out.
is, mate. Like
100%.
I put like the little stress infographic up. You know, everyone's seen it that like can you control it? If you can,
Yeah,
fucking
no, I
don't
actually
worry
really
about
like
it. If you
that. I
can,
really
don't
like
worry
that.
about it. Like it's literally so simple. And again, obviously you do get like obviously life can get in the way and stuff like that, and you can get things that are almost kind of worth stressing over. But if you can just
Yeah,
kind
yeah.
of resort back to that and just go like realistically, like if you can't fucking change it, like I don't stress about my insurance. Like I'm open and honest. I said to my neighbour today, he was like, "Oh, when you get in your car, I was like, mate, my insurance is good. You're 900 for the year, aren't you?
Yeah.
I'm 900 for 2 months.
I
I don't
laugh, but
stress
like
about it.
that
I don't
actually
stress
hurts me,
about it.
mate.
Mate,
That
who
hurts me.
cares? Like, who cares? Like, who
Literally,
actually cares? Like,
like, like, I mean, you could have controlled it, but like right now you can't control that.
yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Like, so like why? Again, like,
Thanks, thanks for
see if you
central.
literally see if you cannot control something, like
Yeah,
why stress over it? Like again, it comes to, and this is something that I feel like I have a positive trait of. Is like and again, it can come with negative, but I'm very a logical person instead of emotional. Which
yeah,
again,
yeah.
in the past, especially past relationships, that has been you know,
Yeah, mate.
total fucking mayhem because, like, and again, I know that that's
I'm the same.
I
I'm the same.
I know that that's a negative trait that I have when it comes to,
Yeah.
relationships, etc. Because like I'm very, I can very easily just switch off my emotions.
Yeah, oh no, I'm the same, mate. I'm the same. And it's horrible when you do that though,
It
because
is,
it
mate.
bleeds
It
into
is.
other aspects of your life as well. Like going through like shit like that, obviously, as you say with past relationships and stuff like that, just completely switching yourself off, mate. I switched off myself to just everything in my life to the point where like nothing made me happy, nothing made me sad. Don't get me wrong, but I was just constantly
Just
in that
numb.
state of
Just numb.
just grey, blah, not
Yeah.
whatever you want to call it. But yeah,
But again, it's being conscious, though, isn't it? Like we
yeah,
know that, but like see to improve on that again when it comes to habits, like it's being conscious of that
yeah,
and actually realizing, when that may be having a negative, effect on something. It's just being conscious of,
yeah.
why that is and improving on it. Yeah, what I want the people of the viewers to do is obviously send over your physique shots as well and any information, any training clips, etc. Send over as much
Yeah,
information as
goals,
possible, and we'll, yep,
the
absolutely
goals. You
everything
want to
to,
compete? Yeah.
yeah, we'll put up like a story going over
Yeah,
like
I'm
kind
gonna put
of,
like a talking story and kinda I'm gonna try and think of like some hook to get people to watch the fucking story. I'll put it up tomorrow morning so it's like the first engaging story of the
oh good
day.
mate, oh good. So do that, and then I
Yeah.
want you to comment down below as well your worst road rage stories. That's what I want to know.
Oh,
Your
we'll
worst
get
road
like
rage.
a full episode on road rage stories. Oh,
I think that's something that beyond the
yeah.
process we
Yeah, no,
can
that's a
get.
beyond the process. I'll end it with this. I had one once where I beeped at a guy because he was double parked, and then I had my mum in the car, and he chased me. He was telling me to pull over, and I was like, I was 17 at the time, mate. I'm like, I'm not pulling over for the life of myself. I was like to my mum, I was like, phone my dad, please, phone my dad, please. I was
That's
like, I
funny as
beeped.
fuck.
It's like it's like you've beeped at like the, or you've what's like you've annoyed the angry neighbour's dog, and you've took it too far. And you're like,
Yeah.
oh fuck.
I think like a handful of times that someone has like been looking at me like fucking giving it all that, and I literally look at them and just laugh at them, and it
Yes,
mate,
sometimes I
it
do. Like,
rage baits them so
yeah,
much. It rage baits them so
depends
much.
what mood I'm in. Sometimes if I'm just like, if I'm going fucking hypo that day, then I'm just sticking my tongue out.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
you know,
It's
as you
very,
can't keep that tongue in our gum.
you can't be rage baiting people on the road, but yeah,
Yeah,
that was a really good episode, mate. I really enjoyed that chat as always.
yeah,
Again, I don't know about you, I'm not gonna put words in it, but I'm fucking loving these episodes, just
yeah, mate.
chatting away.
It's so effortless. That's one thing that I
Yeah,
say when people come up and like when they send a message, they tag on the story, or when they come up to you in real life. I'm just like, mate, it's so effortless. Like, it's
it just
just good to
flows,
be
mate.
able to sit down and fucking chat, and like even with the beyond the process as well, although we go so far fucking beyond it, it's good just to get the boys,
Yeah,
mate, because we
it's
don't
good, mate.
like because we'd go weeks and weeks and even months without
100%.
seeing like Noah.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, because like, everyone, like, cause like, everyone trains at different gyms now,
yeah, even Leo to a certain extent, we go fucking ages
Yep.
without seeing Leo.
And
Like,
I wanna see Leo on Saturdays now, it's like a little ritual we have as well, we
yeah,
get a
I
catch
only
up,
see him
but
on Saturday as well, and I'm often working. I've got actually this Saturday off, so yeah,
mega. Yeah.
fucking do something,
So,
go for a wee black coffee or something.
mega. But yeah, like, again,
I
like,
can't worse.
I think we were talking to Jack about that, but that's sort of that's literally why we started this podcast, because, like, we would have such good conversations in the gym, and we were like, "Mate, why don't we just fucking
Yeah,
click
mate. A lot
record?"
of people will be able to fucking take the little bits, the little golden nuggets.
Yeah.
Oh, I seen on Jeffy's story earlier on. Do you see that? He's like, he was like,
But
like he should have put coaching, comma nuggets, but he just put coaching nuggets as if like one of the PTs is coaching absolute nuggets. I was like, oh, for fuck's sake.
what a gaff, what
I'll
a
pull
gaff.
it up. Yeah, yeah. I just like it should have been like coaching golden nuggets, but it's just like straight up like I was like, fuck's sake, man. Like,
Coaching
there's no
nuggets.
really a way to speak about your clients, fuck's sake. Anyway, oh no, how's it going? Coaching nuggets. As if it's gonna give you advice when you're coaching like a right nugget.
Well, mate, that's a great way to end it. This episode.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you
Send
very much
across
for
your
watching.
physiques. Put your road
Yes,
rage comments in the comment section below. Your favourite flavour of crisps as well. I've not had crisps in fucking years. Put them in.
yeah, man. What's yours?
Oh fuck. Ready salted. I'm just gonna go. Ready salted. It's so plain.
I'm gonna say, but like,
Thai sweet chicken McCoys. Oh,
I'm gonna
blue
say,
packet.
no,
Really good.
chili heat with Doritos. But see when prawn
Yeah.
crackers hit, prawn crackers.
With prawn crackers, mate. Oh, curry sauce. When's Pret done?
No, prawn cocktail, sorry, prawn cocktail.
Oh, I thought you were talking about prawn crackers, like
Nah,
a
I
prawn
meant prawn
cocktail.
cocktail.
Prawn cocktail fucking hits, mate. Doritos done a thing like Doritos stacks, and they came in like tubes. They were triangular,
Like
mate. They were
Pringles.
fucking yeah. They were like, but it was Doritos, mate. They had like I don't know
Pringles
what the
barbecue.
flavours.
Fucking hell, mate.
Pringles barbecue are good. The black Pringles are good. Yeah, I'm not even food focused. Like I'm actually not.
You know, man.
So I feel like I can openly speak about this, like
Yeah, like,
cuisine and stuff like
see,
that.
because I'm not food focused, like, I feel
Yeah, yeah, I can speak about it. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah.
yeah. I do like. Um, I do like crisps. That would be if I was just sitting playing the
Imagine,
Xbox. I'd be like, ah,
I'm
packet of
not a
crisps.
big crisp guy, but like,
Nah,
see,
are you
see when
chocolate?
I
Or are you
have it,
sweets?
sweets.
Crisp chocolate? Nah, man. I couldn't. I genuinely couldn't. If you sat me down like when I'm fucking peak hunger just before my pre-meal, say, if you sat me down like say I had no consequences, like a full packet, like £1. I know they're fucking about £1.50 now, but I'll always know them as £1 because that's when I stopped buying them. £1 packet of Haribo's. I couldn't finish it.
I love a
Like
Haribo, mate. Love a Haribo.
I like a wee watermelon sweet. Like Ellie got watermelon sweets last night when we went to Tesco. The like little
What,
vegan ones. I don't obviously have them, but I do love the ones.
are you like a chocolate guy? The thing is, mate, I've never been into like snacks in general in my whole life. Like, I've never like, I've just,
I like
so,
picky bits of food like cheese, garlic bread.
oh, garlic bread. Garlic bread digests horrible for me, no, but I fucking love it.
Mate, I mean, garlic bread's like fucking really good for me.
It
Like,
digests
mate,
horrible.
when
Mate,
I go down
I
and my
had it in my
mum's
off season,
cooking,
last off season,
that's
like
fucked, mate. I
regularly.
do freeze out garlic bread.
Not like for the whole off season, like
Oh,
before,
whole
like,
food.
I think like the first like months when I started with Josh.
Yeah, you had garlic bread. I mean, see, to be fair, man, there used to be times where I would be having a litre of apple juice a day. So I'm not one to talk about
Mega,
fucking digestion.
mega.
A litre of apple juice.
Bottlenecking that. I love that word, bottleneck.
Yeah, no, mate, it's so good. I used to use it all the time in geography when I was in school. But yeah,
Yeah,
it's fucking. I love crisps.
you're quite a well like how do I word that? That this is a bit to prove my point, but you're very good at like articulating your words, if that makes sense. You know,
Yeah,
I'm the exact opposite. I'm the
I
exact
got the
opposite.
highest English mark in my school.
English is the only
Can I
subject that
say?
like I just hated in school.
You hate me.
That's
I loved like. I mean, see, to be honest, see if I could have like. It's so hard to make money out of like writing stories, mate. But like, see, to be honest, the more I say that, like, mate, I would love to just like see if there was like fucking 30 hours in a day. Say, right, you know, I said I want to be more than just a bodybuilder. I would write fucking stories, mate.
fucking do it
I
non-stop,
would
you mate.
love. Yeah, I know, mate, but I would. Yeah, aye, yeah,
See for
well, you
like,
know,
like
like a
see
short
when it
story. I
like
love getting read to. See, when I used to get read to in like first, second, and
so-
third year, mate, I was like,
sounds like a kink, mate.
sounds like a king. Fucking read to me. Oh, Sherlock Holmes. I
Wait, so
love it, man.
are you talking about like fiction? So like a made up story, like you would like to
Yeah,
like.
yeah, like a made up story. Like I used to like tell stories to my mates in nursery. Like I used to like
Uh,
make up stories and just like tell them it. My dad's fucking shit hot. Like when I used to go to bed at night, this is when my old mode of wind down. My dad would just like fucking just chat shit about like just a random story he just made up on the like, and he'd make these characters and he would just be like lying in bed with me before I go to sleep. And it would just be like random stories and it would just like fucking it's so like that
mate,
intrigues me and that's what I think I'd be doing if if there was like money in that game, whereas there's just fucking not. Like I'm all for chasing your dreams and passions and shit like that, but like man, to get like published and actually make money as like an author,
listen, you don't need to make money, mate. You just be a wee hobby.
oh
Honestly,
mate, you
mate,
need to fucking make money,
get a
mate.
pen and a paper and just let your imagination run wild. Then next episode, you can tell us a little story to round off the episode. You know what, mate? You know what? You know what? That's what we're gonna do every single week. We're gonna round off the episodes with a little story, a little 2 minute story of just letting your imagination run
I'll
wild.
start making. Oh, mate, but when I get going though, I like reading a short story. I like reading myself a short story. I like being read to a long fucking story, like the Sherlock Holmes, the Hounds of the Baskervilles. Hounds of Baskerville was like a fucking such a good one.
The books I read are more like what genre? Like, I don't like reading, like, stories, if that makes sense. I like reading, like,
Yeah, I'd be like a
fucking
story type of guy.
like,
I
right now,
like
I'm reading
a
a book that's about, it's called We Become Buddha, and it's about, like, the Buddha lifestyle, like, it's just, like, it really fucking intrigues me, like, stuff like
yeah,
that.
yeah, I'd be like I'd want one where it's like fucking almost kinda fantasy.
Fair enough.
Yeah, like when I was younger, like I used to, we can say this anyway because it was younger and obviously I don't do it anymore. I used to go like when we used to go to like gaffs, we would obviously partake in drinking, partake in smoking the devil's lettuce. And I used to like love doom scrolling like the dark fantasy reels. And like I just used to love like just getting inside my own imagination. Mate, I used to like I remember like at one gaff we sat on like the stairs, like me and one of my mates, and we're just like looking at these stories and we're just like, mate, see if we were in these stories and just talking my fucking power of shite. You can't beat it
Mate,
though. Like,
the I don't really get that. I just, like, I just, like, I just laugh at everything. I just find everything funny. Like, that's
yeah,
just the sort of
oh mate, I do laugh at everything as well, man. Like, I remember once when like I went up to like my grand's house and one of my family members fucking died. I just walked in the living room and burst out
fucking
fucking
hell.
laughing. I was just like, oh fuck, burst out laughing. Like I'm like adults that are crying, like fucking grown up men in my family that I've never seen cry. I fucking burst out laughing.
Mega. Right, anyway, we fucking outroed this at half an hour ago. I need
Yeah,
to go eat and go to bed. Thank
yeah,
you very much
no,
for
no.
watching, everyone. We shall see you next week for hopefully some reviews of yours, right, you send your physique in, your physique, and a little story from Lewis as well. So look forward to that,
Yeah, I
people.
love the story as well. I'll get that fucking cooked up.
Yeah, goodbye.